Russell Waldron, Vice President of Marketing, just in case we haven't met, but I think I've met most of you all. So let me just tell you real quickly how we're bringing this to market and what we're trying to say. So we already talked about that this is going to build on the success of what we've already started with in K5, what we're doing with K4, a nice sedan chronology for customers to understand. And then when we look at, we already talked a little bit about, Young Kim talked about the target, Gen Y, Z. Again, their focus on design, tech, and practicality. Still what is looked for in this segment. From the perspective of design to stand apart, that's what we feel the car does. That's what consumers have told us in some of the clinics, and I'll talk about that in a second. So that's what we're going to focus on. You'll see that when you go look at the video. Small little platform some of you may have heard of. Over 150 million people in the US are on it. And why not help customers do a car configurator right on TikTok? So we worked with them over the last several months for K4 to help the younger Gen Y and Gen Z that we talked about, buyers that are going to be using this, to find a fun way to configure one of our vehicles that ultimately will get us or get them to our Kia.com website, or for the moment, plays in their environment. So here's just a little sample of what that could look like.
And on that color.
Configuring a car, right? And right up their alley. The last thing I want to do is, you've probably seen it, but I just want to give you a little background. So our launch spot picked up on something that consumers told us about, and something I think we all know being in this business. First, you know, when you look at the car, got some great design, and most people when they buy a vehicle, whether it is a car or an SUV, if they really like it, when they drive it off the lot and they go to, whether it's the gas station or the mall or the grocery store, and they get out of that car in those first couple of weeks and they just keep backing away looking at it because that's my new car. Look at that. That's the insight we used to create this spot.
Kia, movement that inspires.